Hey everyone, Rob here, aka Darth Maelstrom on the Sith Lord Detachment forums. Decided to make a video on how to use and adjust some settings on the Vortex 2. Looking on the forum, I didn't see many videos, I guess, that sort of show how to use it. Just a couple of videos here and there on what it sounds like once you have everything set up. So I thought that I would just make a short video here to show you what I've learned, and I'm still learning about how to use the Vortex 2 and how to change settings. But I used or I read the PDF user manual and discovered when I first got the Vortex, I was getting a lot of feedback through these speakers, and I have two Acres, the 1505 speakers, and I find that these are actually pretty good as far as volume. Now I haven't trooped with this yet, so I don't know exactly how it's going to work once it's behind the cape and hanging on my belt. I'm not sure how that's all going to work, but it'd be interesting to see. But at any rate, I opened up the box and I wanted to be able to show you guys. Let me see if I can get some more light on this. There we go. I don't know how well you can see this. There we go. But essentially, I was getting, when I first opened this up and I started playing with it, I was getting a lot of feedback through the speakers, like to the point where I could barely even turn the volume up without it just completely blowing out my ears with like a shriek and a shh, and I just couldn't use it. And was kind of freaking out and wasn't really sure what to do. And I actually emailed Hyperdyne Labs, and they were really great and emailed me back very quickly and helped me troubleshoot everything. And finally, they sent me a PDF of the user manual, and I read through it. And I'll have to read through it again probably a few times just to really get to know it well. But one of the things that I discovered is there's two yellow buttons on the inside here. One says program, or PROG, and the other one says reset. So the program button is the one you want to use for changing various different settings. The most important one that I discovered was changing the output from the board. And you do that by pressing the program button 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you'll see the red LED on the inside there light up once. It'll blink once, and that tells you that it's saved the setting. And any settings that you change on this, the board saves it after you've turned it off. When you turn it back on again, the setting will be saved, so it'll be the same volume. So when you press it once, when you press the program button 5 times, it changes the output by, I think it's like 6 decibels at a time. So it went from 0 increased decibels, which is for some reason I was getting a lot of feedback, and it went to -6 decibels, and that actually helped tremendously. It allowed me to get a whole lot more volume, and I wasn't getting all this crackling and shrieking and feedback, and it worked a whole lot better. Now you can do other, if you press it a certain number of times, like if I think to allow the breathing loop, which is on my iPad or my iPad Nano here, in order to allow the breathing loop to not be interrupted while you're talking, there is a setting to disable the cutoff for that when you're talking through the microphone. And I have to look through the manual again. I think it's like I think it's 4 times or 3 times that you press it and it disables it. So it just various different settings to change on the board. You change the settings on the board by pressing the program button a certain number of times for the various different settings. So the volume one is 5. That one I remember for certain. So that was really helpful to kind of help me dial in everything and get it to sound good and not feedback at all. And I think it's going to work really well. Once I have, all I'm waiting for at this point is my leather suit, my 3-piece leather suit from Phoenix Props. And then once I get that, I'll have everything and I can start putting it together and get it approved, 501st approved, and then start trooping. So anyway, I wanted to show you what it sounds like now. So I'll go ahead and turn on speakers and turn on the Vortex.
Check, 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 check. And I'll go ahead and do a little demo for you guys. And I'll pull up some of the movie lines, some of Darth Vader's lines. Let's see. Well, Calrissian, did he survive? He's all yours, bounty hunter. Reset the chamber for Skywalker. You have failed me for the last time, Admiral. Captain Piet. Make ready to land our troops beyond that energy field and deploy the fleet so that nothing gets off the system. You are in command now, Admiral Piet. All too easy. What? What is it, General? He is as clumsy as he is stupid. General, prepare your troops for a swift attack. So there you go. Oh, and
I'll play the breathing loop along with it too, so you can hear it.
So here's the breathing loop on. Mixed in. And you'll see as I'm talking that the breathing loop continues to go without cutting off. Move the ship out of asteroid field so that we can send a clear transmission. We would be honored if you would join us. I do not want the Emperor's prize damaged. We will test it on Captain Solo. There you go, guys.
So, bottom line is that you can do a lot of stuff, a lot of adjustment, more so than I initially thought. Just by reading the user manual thoroughly, it gives you a really good sense. Now, also, there's this over here, this blue box right there. There's a little gold screw right in the bottom corner there, where if you turn that clockwise, it increases the compression on the microphone, which means, if your breathing is coming across too much in like when you're just breathing normal, and that's coming across too easily through the speakers, you can increase the compression so that it minimizes, how much goes through your microphone and into your speakers, or through the Vortex and into your speakers. So that's one thing to keep in mind too. But overall, I think it sounds pretty cool. I'm really happy with it. I'm very excited that this is sort of the final missing piece. And I was lucky enough that somebody on the SLD decided to sell theirs. So now I won't have to be a miming Darth Vader. I can actually sound like him. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this was somewhat informative. And, as I learn the board, I might try to make a better updated video to kind of show some of the other features for those of you who are first learning how to use it as well, like me. So thanks for watching. Have a good one.